Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Listen, we live. My, my sound on my damn computer. Might want to do that. Go ahead and get everything right. But listen, man, in the chat, we out here. We live. We 100% live. We gonna go ahead and get this thing started, man. We got a couple things I want to talk about. Right? I want to talk about divorce. We're gonna talk about why it happens. Well, at least why I think it happens. I'm pretty knowledgeable about the situation. I've been through one before. I think I can say a few words to it. Um, I also want to talk about some of the things that feed into divorce, and what can end you up divorced. It's not. It's not something that's an anomaly. Or, we don't know why it happens. Well, we pretty much know why it happened, and we be telling ourselves, "Well, I don't know what happened to my relationship. I was very, very happy, and then next thing you know, it all fell apart." Mm, nah, babe. Let's be honest, right? Let's keep it 100, right? Right? Let's keep it 100. That's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start keeping it 100, okay? Because we're not being honest with ourselves, man. We talking about loyalty and well, this is listen. You need to treat your significant other right, or she gonna leave. That's it. Period. That's it. Period. She gonna leave. You know what I mean? So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and fix this because it's driving me nuts. That is not showing up. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. All right. So yeah, I got that down. So yeah, like I said, it's not a mystery or anything like that. My phone's going off. We'll go ahead and balance that thing. I don't need nothing going on. Stop it. There we go. All right. So yeah, I don't need nothing going on. I'm live on Twitch, baby. We live on Twitch. We live on YouTube, baby. Let's get it. Hey man, listen. I'm out here. I'm ready. I'm about to go ahead and get started on this thing. So, divorce. What is divorce? What can we determine is the definition of divorce? Um, I mean, I would say that divorce is you was with somebody, married, and you decided that yeah, it's not gonna work out. We have differences and irreconcilable differences. All right. Um. So on the dictionary, Microsoft is actually using Bing. So the legal dissolution of a marriage by a court or other competent body. All right, so that's the legal version, right? So we know that being married is a state thing, okay? It's something that's created by the state. You got to go to the state and get registered and say that you want to be married. They have to approve that you can be married, and then you can get married. They'll sign off on your wedding certificate, and then you can go off and have an official signing. That means you stood before God and read your nuptials and gave yourselves to each other. All right. And a nice little ceremony. It don't have to be a ceremony. It can be a courthouse. That's fine. It doesn't have to be a ordained pastor or anything like that. It could be a judge. It could be a clerk of a court. That being said, once your marriage is disillusioned or dissolved, you have to go the opposite route. The officer of the court has to eliminate your marriage. All right. So you have to prove to them that you have irreconcilable differences and why you have irreconcilable differences and why it benefits the two of you to be divorced. Can it be turned down? Yeah, they can your turn your request of divorce down. They've done it before. I've seen it before. Um, does it usually end up working out in the end after that? No, it doesn't. Usually, once you look for a divorce, you know why you're getting a divorce. Maybe you don't want to tell the judge, but you really want to be divorced. You just have to go through the legal extrapolations to make sure it gets done. Um, and that being said, I mean, what can you do? I mean, so you say, you know what, I want to get a divorce, and upon watching you, the judge decides, ah, maybe you guys just need a separation or something. Maybe you guys, because you guys seem like you're a good couple and you guys can work it out. I think you guys should just be separated. Get back together to me in 6 months. See what happens. Well, hold up, sir. Mr. Officer of the court, you don't have to live with this woman for 6 months. Well, yeah, I do. I don't think they thought of that right there, but they gonna put authority to it, and that's how they control it. Right. That being said, you signed up for marriage, so that's what you get. All right, that's what happens when you sign up for marriage. You allow the state to take over your marriage. All right. So you had these rings, and I kind of talked about this in my rant. Rings are nothing. It is what it is. It's just a trinket. In some people's eyes, this means it's a circle. It's undying, and it's never supposed to end. Well, they throw it out of topic. Guess what? That ring ends. Sometimes that ring ends, and it don't get back together. All right. So what do we do with those rings? All right. Do we break it apart and cut it in half? No. Sell it. We go get my money back. Try to recoup any money we can get from it. All right. You have mutual marriage. This is that mutual divorce. That say, hey, you know what? Baby, this ain't working out. People that communicate can come to a mutual divorce. All right. They can come to a mutual divorce and say, hey, this is just not working out. I want this and this in a marriage, and you can't provide that for me, or you refuse to provide that for me. And so I'm going to move on. And, that's fine. But now we say I go through the court. Right? So that's my definition of a divorce. Is it a good thing? Really, if you it's a bad relationship and she's or he's it's probably better to just get a divorce. Probably a good thing, man. Probably a good thing to just let that thing go and move on. Cut your losses. You know what I mean? But think about it this way. If you get with a woman or you get with a man and he is that disgusting, you probably shouldn't have married him in the first place. Y'all probably shouldn't have gotten married. Y'all should have just said that. Now let's just leave it at this. We'll curveball the situation, and we're gonna go ahead and not waste each other's time. You know what I mean? Because that's what you did. You wasted each other's time. You know what I mean? That's what you did. You wasted each other's time. You could have done about it in a different way and said, you know what, let's just do the physical part. Let's just have sex, right? Or you could have said, you know what, man, the sex is great. She treats me right, but that attitude, let me be honest, it's not real beautiful, right? It's damn right ugly, actually, and I'm not going to stand for it. Well, guess what? That's when you don't marry her. You stay out of that marriage because it's toxic and it's gonna lead to a divorce, most likely before the first year, right? And then you can get an annulment if it's within the first 3 years, first year. Now, keep in mind your 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 decree has to be within the first year, right? For it to be an annulment. If it makes it past the first year, then you were married. It's not an annulment, it's a divorce. So, for instance, an annulment means that that marriage didn't happen. That marriage didn't happen in the booth, right? That was my first marriage. My first marriage ended 3 days before the year mark. Okay? That means that I filed for divorce, went through the trial, went through all the things that I had to go through of divorcing her, me being in one state and her being in another, me flying out there multiple times to get her served, and blah, blah, blah. And then finally, the judge sitting me down and saying, hey, we'll go ahead and approve your application for dissolution of marriage. That happened 2 days before my 1 year anniversary. So I got an annulment, and technically I wasn't married. I was divorced. But it seemed like a divorce. It seemed like a divorce. I'm just, and listen, I still liked my ex-wife. She was a cool person. But man, there was things that we just didn't get along on, and we didn't communicate. It was just bad. This one now, my marriage now is much different, and it's much more solid. And we talk about things. We we you know we don't argue about things. We don't listen. If we decided that we weren't going to stay together, it would be a mutual thing. You know. And hey, listen. Um, it just is what it is. Huh? So why do people get married? I don't know. Why did I get married? The first time I got married, and I mean this is the God honest truth. I was I was messing with a girl. I'm gonna keep names out because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So, get anybody in no trouble enough. But I was messing with a girl. Let's call her St. Louis. You know what I mean? And she was cool as shit, man. She was cool as shit. She was real physical in bed, and then she, you know, we had good times. And one day she told me, she said, "Hey, my friend got put out her mother's house. She's trying to come to the bricks, which is the barracks, to the Marines too. And she needs somewhere to stay." So I was a corporal. I was one of the only corporals living in the barracks, so which made me the senior guy. So I had my own room, but I had another bed there. The new guys would stay with me first when they first got to the platoon, and they needed some guidance on living. So they would stay with me for the first 2 weeks, and then we would get them a room. All right. But at this time, I didn't have anybody. I said, yeah, sure, she can come stay in my room. But she's got to abide by some rules. She got to be gone on Thursday mornings. She can't be in here for field day when they come and inspect, such and such and such. thereon, and so forth. Oh, cool. So, we go get this girl from her mother's house. We pick her up. Let's call her Portland. All right. Soon to be. So she comes over the house, comes over the bricks. She's watching Lifetime, and I'm there with St. Louis. And we decided we want to have a session, man. We want to get in the bed and lay it down, you know what I mean? Well, Portland decided she didn't want to leave. She's gonna stand on the bed over there, Now, I don't have a problem with it, I'm not ashamed of my sexual exploits. Pretty goddamn good at it. I have no problem with the world seeing. So we started up. Get the session going, you know what I'm saying? A couple hours go by, and she goes to sleep, I go to sleep, boom, 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 right? Shorty gets up, she gets in her car and rolls out. So St. Louis is gone. Now Portland is laying in the room. I get up, I go to work and shower up, go to work. Come back, Shorty's like, hey, this dude, he's on a different base. I want you to take me to that base. All right, no problem. All right. So I take her over there. 10 minutes later, can you please come get me? He kind of put his hands on me or something. Okay, no problem. Okay. I turn around, go back. Now keep in mind, we on Camp Pendleton. All right, phone service don't work like that back then. If you ain't have Verizon, you ain't had no phone service. You know what I'm saying? I probably had like singular wireless. So I probably missed a couple calls before. So she probably was calling me immediately. And, guys over on that side of the base, they were kind of weird. Pogus. Lots Pogus. It was a little weird over there, man. But hey, Ravens, let's go. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, I went and picked her up. No problem. I ain't got no problem with that, Shorty. I'll pick you up. And let's go Ravens with the little puppy on there. Rudy. What up, baby? So listen, I pick her up, take her back to my room. She decides she wants to watch some Lifetime or whatever. I don't care. I'm not watching Lifetime at that time. Whatever. I let it in there. And we sitting there. It's late night, man. It's late night, and we were watching. This was the first time I watched the movie not without my daughter. We're watching that movie, man, and she started getting a little, tired, I guess. I had a little couch in the room, so she's sitting there, sitting next to me. Put her head on my shoulder. Her head on my shoulder. She was like, "Yeah, I seen you over here with St. Louis." Oh, really? Okay. So one thing led to another. We did something. So we sitting there talking, and at the time, come to find out, she needed a place to stay. I needed to get out of the barracks. I was tired of living in the barracks. Having these new guys come in every time they're living with me, and it was. I dated BAH. I wanted to get. So I said, you know what? Let's get married. Let's get married. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a little more money. I can get out of town. Out in town, you can have a place to stay, and we'll be married. For all intents and purposes. But cool. Now, I don't know if any of you know me. Before I got married, I was on big butts, man. If Shorty had a big butt and some pretty eyes, boy, she could get the world out of me, man. I can't give her everything. Just silly. You know what I mean? But, she had a big butt. She had one of them things that when her hips is going one way, the butt is going a whole another way. It was extra, man. But anyway, she got me. She was like, yeah. So one day while we were having sex, and we had a lot of sex that week. Don't judge me. It was only a week. And she was like, during sex one day, she was like, why don't we be married for real? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna get married for real. So the next day we go over to St. Louis house. Let St. Louis know, hey man, we getting married. St. Louis like, what? Well, what? They didn't do that. Okay. so so we go ahead and get married, man. And I called my mother, God rest her soul, and I told her, hey ma, I'm getting married. To who? It's a girl named Eric. You know what I'm saying? She blah blah blah. Of course, my sisters booked a flight immediately, and then so yeah, we get married. My homeboy, shout out to AT. You know what I'm saying? Houston in the house, baby. He came through with his ex-wife, and they were my witnesses, and we got married. All right. So we found a place. Found a place in Vista, old Mariposa. Shout out, and we moved in. This is a month after probably my best night in the club. And the night we moved in. Now, keep in mind, I got a friend, got my boy AT. He's sleeping on the living room floor with his wife at the time. They out there landing because their apartment not ready yet. So, okay, yeah, y'all can stay with us. I got my first excuse that first night. Now, keep in mind, we was like rabbits in the barracks, and now all of a sudden, we can't do nothing because they in the living room. I don't know. That's a little sketchy. But so now, keep in mind, this woman had sex with me with my roommate standing right next to my bed, tying his camis. But I can't have sex with you now in our own apartment because they're there. I felt used, y'all. I felt used. But nevertheless, we stayed married. And we went through it, and things just wasn't aligning right. And it was like, you know what? We done. I'm done. I'm moving back to Baltimore. I'm moving back to Baltimore. I'm not gonna play around with this. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the Marine Corps. She didn't want me to get out. Nevertheless, I wanted to get out. So I got out. You know what I mean? I got out. I set up my stuff. She decided that I'm gonna go to Portland with my mother. Oh, are you? Oh, I'm going back to Baltimore. I'm gonna go to Portland. Okay. Well, I had bought our car, and the car was at my name. So I called over trying to get somebody to come and bring my car back to Baltimore for me because my wife is not coming with me. She's like, yeah, well, what you mean? You need somebody to drive the car. Oh, my car's going to Baltimore with me. My car's going to Baltimore with me. I bought this for my wife. You decided to go back with your mama. Have your mama buy your car. No, that's not how this works. You have fiduciary responsibilities once you sign that paper and you're my wife. That means if I decide we're going to Baltimore, guess what? We're moving to Baltimore. You choose not to do it. You have that choice, 100%. But you can't keep the stuff I bought for you because you're supposed to be on board with this. When you decided to go to Portland, you jumped off board, which means you don't get the perks that come with that. Sorry, it just don't work that way. You know what I mean? But that's it. It's just neither here nor there. Nevertheless, so I bought my stuff back to Baltimore, and I actually got a little thing with my current wife because we divorced now. We done. I'm done with you. You decided to go over there. You stay over there. That's fine. You let me go back to Baltimore, then that's what? That's where I'm at. I'm back in Baltimore now. You know what I mean? You chose that. You could have chosen otherwise. Nevertheless, I guess because I don't lie, which is fellas, listen, don't lie to your wife or your boy. Don't lie. You can't say I love you in one sentence and then lie to them over here. I don't care what it's about. Did you do the laundry correctly? Did you use hot water as opposed to cold water? But listen, can you lie to somebody that you proclaim to love? I just never understood that, man. That causes a lot of divorce, right? It just does. You out here playing games. Yeah, you out here playing games. You're not you want to play games. Anyway, so I didn't lie to her. So every time she called me here and then she, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm over Shawana house. Oh, I'm over with Shawana in the cage doing this. Oh, me and Shawana and I are going over. So she kept hearing Shawana's name. So then she started talking to, oh, I think we messed up. I want to work on our marriage. Hey, listen, you know what? I owe it to God because I stood in front of God and I said, I'm gonna love this woman until death do us part. Okay, we still married. We hadn't filed for divorce. Only a month that went by anyway. And so I flew out. I flew out to Baltimore. Things went south. Next thing we in open relationship. And that's just not what I wanted for my wife. So I decided to kick it to the curb. Go and move back to Cali. I bought her a ticket back to Seattle first. So she could get back with her mother somewhere where she got somebody to take care of her. Oh, she wanted to go to San Diego. I switched the ticket. Go. Have a good day. And I'm gonna put this on live. I don't know if she gonna see this, but she cried, man, at the airport. It was surprising to me. My ex-wife wasn't a crier. She wasn't no punk. You know what I mean? But she cried at the airport. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. Oh, don't worry about it, boo-hoo, We had the hug. I patted her on the back and she walked and put up bags. We checked her bag first, and then she hugged and walked off to the flight. I had my cousin with me, man. We went back. We were like, yo, let's get on this mad. Man, we get home. She had she took my motherfucking PlayStation. I said, this bitch had my bag. She had my PlayStation in her bag and was crying. Oh, you lying. Nevertheless, that was my first divorce, man. She called me a week later and said, can you send me $60? I need money for a hotel. Well, use the money you got with my PlayStation. Sell my PlayStation. Oh, I used that money already. Click. The last time I talked to her. Have a good life. I hope she's doing well. Nothing for you, shorty. Can't do it. Man, I don't take care of people that ain't on board with me. That's not happening. Right? It just is what it is. I love my wife, but she follows me. This woman followed me to Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Right? I'm telling you, she gonna ride with me. But I'm gonna make the decisions. I'm gonna be the head boss. All right? You know what I'm saying? If you wanna call it whatever, Captain Planet or Voltron or goddamn Ronin Warriors. I'm the head. I make the decisions. I make this is she's the body. She is the means to make it there. I make the decision, hey, this is where I want to go. She said, you have to do this, and this to get there. And then I make it happen. That's it. If not, see how we both got input on it. We both got input on it. She had plenty of chance to voice our opinions and say, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. Here's why. Okay. I take that into reconciliation. I say, yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, let's not do that. That's called respect, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's been 18 years and we ain't, and it don't seem like it. People used to say, oh, it's been 10 long years. Yeah, hasn't been. Hasn't been. Yeah, I don't think it's been 10 long years. You know what I mean? It's not been 10 long years. It's been 18 easy years. You know, not to now. Now we don't went through our stuff. That's we black in America, man, but it's what it is. We done shuffle through it, man. You know what I mean? So what causes divorce? Lying, cheating, same thing, really. Lying and cheating is the same thing because you can't cheat without lying. I guess you can lie without cheating. But if you're in a competition and you cheat, then you lie, and you cheated. But yeah, you can. There is a way to cheat. I mean, lie without cheating. But you ain't gonna cheat without lying. No, because then you ain't cheating. If you got a woman, anybody wanna bring up something of a way of lying, cheating without lying? I don't think there is a way to do it. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? If you want to go off and mess around on your wife, you know, you mess with the little young shorty at the strip club, you paying her rent, you paying her rent, and she's still taking that money from you though. Yeah, go ahead, mess with her. You ain't gonna tell your wife about it. But what is cheating? Cheating. We lie to ourselves about what cheating is, so that they can, so it can feed what we want out of the relationship. We want to make it. We want it to feed what we want out of the relationship. Again, it ain't about you. It's about y'all. So, what is cheating? Oh, as long as I don't have sex with a woman, I ain't cheating. Man, I Bill Clinton. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear you. As long as I don't penetrate, have sexual intercourse with a woman, then I ain't cheating. So you telling me your girl cool with you just getting head from Shorty, or your girl cool with just getting a hand job from Shorty? She all right with that? I don't think she is. I don't think you all right with that. Are you all right with that, men? That's the question. Men, are you all right with your girl meeting a guy and he just gonna play with the pussy real quick? That's it. That's all they did. You all right with her coming home and saying, well, you know, he was so cute and I let him play with the pussy and he cool with it. I'm sorry, what? Bruh, you crazy out your mind. You ain't cool with that. And she ain't cool with you, which means you cheated. I go one step further. You met a chick, she knew the work, she knew to the city, and you said, yeah, let me show you around one day, shorty. Oh, sure. And you decide, I'm gonna take her to the movies. And you take shorty to the movies, y'all have a great time. You know, y'all go as friends, I guess. And then you show a movie and y'all come home and you go home and you drop her off at home and you go home to your wife. You telling your wife you went to the movies with this chick? Hmm? Are you cool with it? Another question. Is she cool with it? When you say, hey, yeah, new girl at work, I would show her around the city, take her to the movies. See how the girl react. See how she react to that. See if she cool or if she say, well, can I come? The fuck? What are you? What are you doing? You cheated. To me, anything that is anything you do with another woman that you're not readily all right with telling your significant other, you cheated. I don't care if you just flirted with her and you don't want to tell your wife about it. You had a conversation with Shorty at work, and it went left, and you was like, oh, I could be. You realize, oh, I could be, and you ain't tell your wife about it. Why? Because you want to go forward with that. You want to cheat. That's how it starts. And eventually, it gets easier and easier and easier. Sometimes the woman know. She's just cool. She gonna let it happen. Sometimes the man know. He just gonna let it happen. It is what it is. That's how it be. You have to be cognizant of what's going on. You know what I mean? If you're not, you're probably going to cheat. Why not just be honest and say, you know what, baby? I don't know if this is working. I don't know if this monogamy thing's working anymore. I'm bored. I'm tired. I wanna run the streets. I wanna have a good time. I wanna do something different. With different women. What you think about that? Is you cool with that? She probably not gonna be cool with it. But there's nothing she can do about that. That's your decision. You have to be all right and deal with the consequences that come with that. She might want to smack you after 18 years. I told my wife, if I was to come to you before I cheated and messed around and told you, baby, I don't want to do this no more. I want to be divorced. I want to be done. I'll give you one smack. One. That's it. From then on, you don't get to smack me no more because I ain't do nothing wrong. People change. It happens. You don't know when you're gonna change. Just like you don't know when you're gonna fall in love with somebody. You're not gonna know when you're gonna meet somebody that attracts you so much that you wanna. That is what it is. You don't know. So because I don't know, I woke up in the past 2 weeks. I felt like, you know what, I wanna run the streets. At least I was man enough to not run the streets behind your back. I told you to your face, and because of that, I don't deserve to be smacked. I was man enough to say it, and vice versa. Vice versa. Your wife come to you after 18 years and say, I just can't do it no more. I'm tired of it. You've changed too much. I'm just ready to end it. I don't want to be. I want to be out here with these guys. You ain't made enough money in my life, and I want to be with somebody that's making more money. She ain't cheated on you. She wants more money. Did you make enough money in her life? No. Let her go. Don't be mad. It's your fault. You let her go. You didn't do the things that it took to keep her. So why be mad? I wouldn't be. Would I be sad? Yes. After 18 years, my wife leave me, man. I'm gonna cry my ass off. I'm gonna cry about it. But I'm gonna get over it. I'm gonna get over it. You know how the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some females. So that's how I'm gonna get over it the first time. But after I'm done with the females, I'm gonna go back to crying. Every time I find myself by myself, I'm probably gonna cry. But Nevertheless, I'm gonna get over it, and I'm not gonna hold no resentment to her. And wish I'd have done better by her. We still be together because I'm honest with myself. You know what I mean? I had a conversation about politics. What is capitalism? Who knows what capitalism is? I'm not going to spend much time on it because I do want to talk about. I do want to talk about lying. Um, who knows what capitalism is? It's a government, right? All right. So it's defined as an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit. It says it in the name. It's capitalism. Someone is going to capitalize on another. All right. Merriam-Webster says it's characterized by private or corporate ownership of capital goods, by investments that are determined by private decision, and by prices, production, and distribution of goods that are determined mainly by the competition in a free market. Ah, so that means, sounds like I need people to buy something. Okay. All right. So I need somebody to buy something. All right. So I need somebody to be making money off of this because they're privately owned. Okay. So the privately owned person is making money off of the people that are buying. All right. So let's say everybody's rich. Who's going to buy? Most likely nobody. Which means capitalism is going to do what? It's going to fall. It's going to fall into a depression. And it's going to falter. Hence, I can't have everybody be rich. Can't have everybody be rich. Somebody got to be broke so that they can continue working these jobs that they down. All right. By raise of hands or show of light, who is going to work at McDonald's? They win a lottery for 52 million. Who going to work at McDonald's? Just being honest. Loyalty, communication, and love in that order. If not, divorce is inevitable. Loyalty. Mhm. We're gonna get on that after capitalism. That's what time. That's gonna take us over the top right there. I'm about to send you an invite, bro. What's your email? I won't put it on the stream. Send me your email, bro. Yeah, I won't put it on the stream. I'll keep it silent. It'll just be between me and you. But yeah, man, I want to send you an invite, man, or type it in a private chat. But capitalism sounds again somebody needs to be capitalized on. Right? You can't if you're not bringing money into the system, then I'm not going to give you money. How can I get my money back? So if you live in a bad side of town, you live in a bad side of town, and they you would love to have it look better. But what do you have in your company in your area that's gonna feed back into the city of Baltimore? Nothing. You don't have a big club that brings in a lot of patrons. You don't have You got crime that deters people away from your neighborhood. So people not gonna come there to spend money from the outside neighborhoods, right? So where we making money from? Where we gonna make the money? Legally. All right, yeah, you can get somebody from Dundalk to come buy something from the east side or somewhere, but yeah, they coming to buy drugs. They're not coming to buy something that's gonna make money for the community. So what we buying? So why would I put $9 million into that neighborhood? So it could just go to waste? Baltimore ain't got no money as it is. They ain't got no money as it is. Why would they? Well, how many people in Baltimore? Let me explain something to you people that live in Baltimore City. Baltimore is tiny. It's tiny. Okay? It's tiny. Chicago got about 5 million people in the city metro area. Atlanta got about 4 million people in the city metro area. 4 million people. You know how much Baltimore got? About 660,000 people in the Baltimore metro area. It's not even a million. Right? We already not making no money anyway. You want me to take 9 million of that and put it into a into a neighborhood that ain't shown me no change in the past 50 years? There's been no positive change in that neighborhood in the past 50 years. Why am I sink $9 million into that? Gonna get the mayor fired. Period. All right. So I see you don't want to send your email, bro. That's cool. But loyalty. What is loyalty? Loyalty. I'm gonna bring up that code. I'll bring up that quote again. Loyalty. So do you think that loyalty? I agree that communication has to be there. Love, I could get with that. I could get with that, but I can show you a relationship that doesn't have any love in it and stay together. This is depending on how the people that you have in it, how honest they are with themselves, and it's what it is. But communication, yes, 100% has to be. Have to have love. Have to have communication. All right? Love, I can refute that. Let me explain something to you. If I want to say to a woman, listen, that's a business minded woman. She's got an MBA. She's very powerful at her company. And I go to her and I say, hey, listen, you're making about 160K. I'm making about 220K. All right? I want to have one child. You want to have one child. We're looking for a boy. How about we get into an agreement? Let's get married. Let's have a child. So that way this child is born into a wedlocked relationship. All right? We don't want a bastard. You're born into a wedlock relationship, a good situation where mommy and daddy are home every day. All right? They're going to get a great upbringing. We're bringing them great money. All right? We can provide it. You are great. You got a great sense of humor. You're a great person. We're not in love, but for the kids' sake, we can make a powerful baby. What do you think? All right? Now, a business-minded person is going to say, okay, that sounds like a great idea. We both can thrive. We can save some money, put some money away. We'd have a strong kid. He'd be smart. And we can make a powerhouse kid that's later going to run some company while we sit on our butts. All right? Boom. There's your relationship without love. Don't need love. Communication, yes. Loyalty, you don't need it. You don't need loyalty. What you need loyalty for? If you had said honesty, yeah, honesty, you need that. But loyalty, I don't know. What is loyalty? Let's look up loyalty. I feel like I'm on a magic school bus right now. I feel like they don't know what loyalty is. It said the quality of being loyal. Can't define a fucking word with the word in it. All right, let's say it says a strong feeling of support or allegiance. Okay. So a strong feeling of support or allegiance. Okay. I stand corrected. You need loyalty. Gotta have loyalty. You need the allegiance. You need allegiance. You need to support each other. All right. If you don't, then it's not gonna work. So I agree with that. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. All right. So yeah, I was wrong. You need loyalty, but love. Men don't want love. That's what we're looking for. Mm-mm. Respect. Men are looking for respect. I love being in the places where people respect me. My friends respect me. I like hanging out with my friends. Period. So, women, if you want to know why your husband always want to hang out with his friends, no, he ain't fucking them. Don't be disrespectful. They respect him. They respect him. That new woman respects him. That's what we're looking for. We want to be respected. Yeah, he loved you. But where he at all the time? He over Tyrone house. Tyrone respect him, bro. He gets respect over there. That's why. So he left the love at the house to go get that respect. Yeah. Imagine if you respected your husband. Where would you be? Or where would he be? More importantly, he'd be right there with you. Right there with you. He ain't going nowhere. You respect him. He likes being around you. You know what I mean? Just we keep it real up here, man. We keep it real. Women, they want love. They're looking for love. They need it. They gotta have it. You don't love them? What's the point of being there? That's where they looking at it. What we doing here? Huh? We playing around? We ain't keeping it 100? Huh? Men, we don't need it. We don't need love. I need respect. 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 All right? We need respect. If we don't get it, what are we going to do? Any questions about relationship? If not, man, we're going to talk about the final topic, man. We're going to talk about these Baltimore Ravens, man. The Baltimore Ravens, man. I wore this hot ass coat. Burning up under this motherfucker light. But anyway, I wore this hot ass coat just for the Ravens, man. Baltimore Ravens. We on another championship run, man. We are about to face. I'm gonna call him the Jordan of the NFL. They call him the Steph Curry of the NFL. I'm good with the Steph Curry in the NFL, man. Pat Mahomes is the the Steph Curry of the NFL. Got multiple championships. He's well on his way to a Hall of Fame career. He's the best quarterback in the league right now. Best quarterback in the league. He played against Lamar Jackson, which I feel like he don't get enough respect. But, you know, to each his own. He was 1-3 in the playoffs. He's right now 2-3 in the playoffs. He's getting himself together. He also didn't have some of the tools around him in the beginning that he really needed. Now that he has those tools, I heard somebody say this might be the best Ravens team. Matter of fact, the best Baltimore team ever. The best Baltimore team ever. That's to include the Baltimore Colts. What you say about that? I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. So two things gonna happen, man. One of two things. Lamar gonna win this game. He gonna win this game. He gonna be the third quarterback to beat Patty Mahomes in the playoffs. Only the third. That's why I say this dude's step back. That's why I said talk up. He's 13-3 and 2 in the playoffs. What? Jesus. Only been in 6 years, 7 years. He been in 7 years. 6 years he been in the championship game every year that he started. See how he needs to be knocked from the throne before you can say he's nothing? Nah, he's top guy. Until somebody proves otherwise, I get it. Now Lamar, I think has the best chance to do that. Because I would put Lamar second in the league. He's the second best quarterback. And only because Patrick Mahomes answered when it was time to answer. He also had people around him, but nevertheless, you know, Lamar didn't have the best games, even though his team wasn't 100% with him. Right? So, okay, yeah, you didn't answer the bell. You get second place. Can he take first place? Yes. I think he's one of a little bit of quarterbacks that can. I'm probably rough on quarterbacks, man. If you're not, man, if you're not like top 5, dude, you probably not it. You're not him. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes, he's him. Lamar Jackson, he's him. CJ Stroud showing that he's him. He's showing he's almost there. He's not there yet. But Joe Burrow, dude is him, bro. If he can stop getting him injured. Josh Allen, he's him, bro. Tua is not him. Tua ain't him. Tua ain't got the arm, bro. Just to be honest, he ain't got it. Baker Mayfield ain't him. Dak Prescott, Dakota, Rain is not it. He's not him. I'm gonna put him. And somebody said, "Oh, he's they compared him to somebody, man. Listen, no, jerk off or something. Listen, no. He's Tony Romo. We got another Tony Romo on it. That's it. He's gonna go off and have a great analyzer's career. That's what he's gonna do. But Dak is another Tony Romo, man. He can't quite do it in the big games. It changes. How do you explain the week, maybe 2 weeks and a week before the playoffs, they put numbers up against boys? Enough to get the number 2 seed. The Cowboys. They put numbers up. And the only thing that changed was 7 days went by. And The next game was the playoff, not the season no more. That's all that changed. Is essentially week 19. All that changed was this was a playoff game. It don't begin with it's not about talent no more. It's about up here. It's about momentum. It's about coaching. And it's about what you're going to take on that field. You can change it by that. And Dak ain't ready for that. Herbert ain't ready for that. Tua ain't ready for that. I'm gonna just be honest, bro. And just from what I see. Now, keep in mind, I have a bias because I've seen every Ravens game. I'm a Ravens fan. I can tell you definitively what I think about them, and it'll be pretty accurate because I've seen most of their games. Other people, I just see highlights. I watch the games too, but if I have a question about that quarterback, I watch the game first, or maybe 2 games, just so I can see how they respond to adversity and see how they respond to pressure. Even the GOAT at quarterback got got razzled when you put him off his spot. You get in his face, you kick him off his mark, he's gonna get frazzled. He's gonna throw some interceptions on you. That being Tom Brady, by the way. Tom Brady is the GOAT. All right, for years, Jordan Taylor said it perfectly. For years, it was Joe Montana. It was Joe Montana. He was the guy, irrefutable. And then this guy named Tom Brady came and had a career. He had a career of a lifetime and knocked that guy off the seat. So Tom Brady's there with him now. He is the LeBron James of football. We can have the Jordan conversation another day. But that's what Tom Brady is. He's the LeBron James. He can go. Greatest to ever do it. All right. Patrick Mahomes, can he pass him? Yeah, sure. He's got time, bro. He's only been in 7 years, bro. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the future has. But I will say for all these dang analysts out here talking about Josh Allen. Man, look at my last video on that. Come on, bro. Got to do better than that, right? So, that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and end this thing, man. I'm glad y'all come through. I have a question. If you have an answer, go ahead and put it in the comments, man, at the bottom. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. But I have a question. Do you think I should go from the live stream platform to a pre-recorded video? I may go to a pre-recorded video and then just post them on YouTube and Twitch and other sorts of platforms. But I will lose the Twitch and Kick, things like that, if I do that. So tell me what you think in the comments. Hit me up later. Thank you very much for coming in, man. Really appreciate it. Again, if you just came in to watch the video, I really appreciate you, man. Dr. Darby out here. We signing out on Keeping It 100. Deuces.